Alright, so this one a little different than I expected, but I guess I can't really complain that much. Red Sox win 17 to 1. 17 to 1 in the series finale against the Houston Astros. They are able to salvage the series sweep, the series split. I wish it was a sweep, but we were able to salvage the split. Take 2 out of 4 as we prep for another big series against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Really nothing I can complain about. Bayo is good start. Just 1 run. Actually gave up 9 hits, but was able to limit the damage to 1 run, and that's really good, really good of Bayo. His numbers in day games were actually really bad. Coming into this start, he had an ERA over 7 in day games. Just an odd little tidbit. We just talk about, how routines change and just certain things like that really affecting pitchers, but didn't affect him too much today. But it didn't matter too much. The offense came to hit. This one was over quickly. It was 11-0 by the end of the third inning. Wilyer Abreu, his first career major league home run. Congratulations to him. Yovera pitching the last 2 innings solid, just 1 hit in those 2 innings of work. The Red Sox got to JP France, 11 hits in just 2 1/3 innings. As the Red Sox put up 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They gain a half game on Toronto and Seattle. And unfortunately, they're doing the thing that I said I was going to be smarter than to fall for. But, yep, they are sucking me back in. They're sucking me right back in. And I should be smarter than this, but they're sucking me back in. First 2 games it looked like it was just going to go the way of the Toronto series, but they actually show up today. And last night, what a win. What a win. But we still got 3 more against the Dodgers. No official word on the status of Kenley Jansen, excuse me. At least at the time of me recording this. He's still on the active roster, so he has not been moved to the IL at this point in time. But in any case, a great win. And we're going to get probably what might be the most insufferable weekend for Red Sox fans, as all weekend we are going to be revisiting the Mookie trade. Whether I want to or not, or whether I want to hear about it or not, it's going to get brought up. It's, at this point, the elephant in the room. I don't think there's any way we can contain it. Red Sox playoff odds are still going to be low. They're still just above 10%, even though they're 3.5 back. And the reason for that, and the reason that I can't get too jumpy about it, is there are 3 teams currently within a 5-game radius of the Red Sox. The Astros, the Mariners, and the Blue Jays. The Red Sox have to pass 2 of those teams in order to make the postseason. And that's where the problems come in. We have to hope that they falter a bit. It's not particularly fun to do this, but we have to scoreboard watch. You wish you didn't have to. You wish you could just focus on your own team's results, but sometimes those results in the other games, sometimes when it gets way down to it, down the stretch, can be just as important as your own games. This is just something that, you're doing it every day. It's almost like you're watching 3 games. It's like realizing, you almost feel like, the thing is, I don't have the energy for it, but from a mathematical standpoint, I need to be rooting as hard for those teams that they're playing against as I do for the Red Sox. Now, obviously, I don't have the energy to do that. I don't have the energy to go die hard for, 3 teams in a day, but it's what I might have to do. So Red Sox, they're still a pulse. Still a pulse. Again, we're not completely sure about the status of Kenley Jansen and if he's going to be out for a substantial amount of time or whatever. Obviously, this isn't the type of game you would put him in anyway, as the game was over before the game was over by the third inning. So all positives there. Nothing too much to complain about. And the Red Sox will have a nice trip home, hopefully, as they gotta gear up. They gotta gear up. Big 3 game set. Again, the return of Mookie, return of Kike as well. First game since he got traded about a month ago. But I'm just gonna see what happens. We're just gonna do the hey, it's a fun run. See if they can surprise us and sneak into a postseason spot. Obviously can't complain there. I mean, is that the thing? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, let's say we go to the postseason and get swept. Let's say that happens. Let's say we don't win a single game. Like, will the mood be different, or will we be? I mean, of course, you're gonna be disappointed if your team doesn't make it. I'll be disappointed if they don't make the postseason. Obviously, I'd like them to make the postseason, and I'll be disappointed. But it's almost like from a realistic expectation. Like I can't like call for the manager to be fired or call for Bloom to be fired, or not that I like do that all the time. I try and be a little bit better than that. I try and be a little bit more educated than some of the knee-jerk reactions that you see after at a game. But I have my moments. I think as a fan, I'm gonna fall into those habits that we all can relate to. It's not my proudest moment as a fan when I get that way, but it happens. It happens. But I try and keep a cool head when I make these because I don't want to get into that I'm just another screaming angry fan. I mean, of course I am a fan, and there are times where you can see fan side of me, but I actually can understand the game on a deeper level. So that's what I'm hoping to do. Big weekend coming up, and let's hope that they can ride a little bit of momentum.